Greetings, stranger!
Welcome.
Yes, folks, it's Halloween, and what better way to observe and celebrate and have fun with Halloween than play the scariest game ever made, which is Hugo's House of Horrors. I'm just joking. This is actually not a very, it's not a scary game. It's one of those sort of comic, spooky kind of games. It's not really all that scary or terrifying. This is actually the first game in a trilogy, and none of the games are really all that horrifying. They're just, they're just good fun. I'm not really a horror person. Actually, I'm not really the kind of person who likes really like really scary things. I'm not into stuff like, I don't know, I'm not sure what to cite in this example now, but generally speaking, I'm not into really like truly gruesome horror, but a little bit of light fun now and then is all well and good. So I'll go and run the game, and I'll be quiet through the intro because the game starts off with a nice piece of music. The game doesn't have a lot in the way of sound effects or music, but it does start off with a nice little PC speaker jingle, which I think sounds kind of cool. So I'll go ahead and shut up just for the intro. Isn't that wonderful? And I do love the fact that Hugo, our protagonist, is there walking in place the entire time. Like he just, when you start off the game, he's just there. I don't know if he's jogging or what, but he's just jamming there, chilling out and looking away from the house as if he's trying to run away, except he's actually not running away. He's just kind of walking where he is. So this is pretty much the only shareware game that I can think of. Well, it's a trilogy, so this trilogy comprises pretty much the only shareware games that I can think of that really are true adventure games, like Sierra style, graphical, text parser adventure games. I cannot think of any other games that are like that from the DOS era. There may have been some that I missed, but at least these were the only ones that were popular. Okay, certainly these were the only popular shareware games of that style for DOS during the 80s and 90s. So let's go ahead and start playing. This is Hugo's House of Horrors. You are in front of the house where Penelope was last seen. If you are to rescue her, you must find a way inside, no matter what lies ahead, ellipsis, exclamation mark. So that's pretty much the plot of the game. Hugo, our friendly protagonist in the lower right there, he has a girlfriend named Penelope, and she was last seen, I don't know if she was seen going into this house or being taken into this house or what, but that's kind of not really the point. The point is she's inside the house and we have to go and rescue her. So let's go and rescue Penelope. Let's take a look around. Let's see, can we look at that tree? An oak tree, I think. Okay. Look at the moon.
You'll go blind.
Actually, now that I think about it, since the moon reflects the sun's light, is it possible to get eye damage from looking at the moon, because it's not exactly looking into the sun, but it is sunlight, so does it... I don't think there's any way to get eye damage from looking at the moon, but anyway. The fence. It's a pretty boring fence. Well, how do you know? What do you consider boring? Okay.
It sure is a spooky looking house. I think you should go inside.
Okay. And can you look at that bat flying around? It's just flapping around up there. Can we look at these eyes that are staring at us from the house?
They appear to be looking at you.
Okay. Look back at the eyes. Okay, anyway. So, let's see if we can go inside. Can we open the door? It's locked. Okay, let's unlock the door. We don't have the key. What do we have? Let's see, if we press F1, yeah, that gets help. So, okay, inventory is F6. If I press F1 again... Oh, here we go. Here's the story so far. You're in total control of Hugo's destiny, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to read all of this. Penelope was last seen going into this house on a babysitting assignment. You know what? I'm not sure if I've ever read this in my entire life because I never actually bothered to look at this because, of course, I already know how to play these types of adventure games. But, yeah, and this is actually just telling you how to play the game. It's just the latter part of the first paragraph says Penelope was last seen going into this house on a babysitting assignment. And that's pretty much it. The rest is just instructions, which should be pretty standard for anyone who's played these types of games before. Oh, there's a Making of Hugo booklet, which I have never read. That might be interesting to look at. I don't know if copies are still available, given that this game is more than 20 years old, I think. But okay, so if we press F6, okay, we're carrying nothing. It would be nice if the game said you're carrying nothing instead of just saying you are carrying. Press Escape to continue. But what we need to do is get this pumpkin. Oh, there appears to be something inside it. Okay, can we get the pumpkin? And can we open the pumpkin? Okay. The pumpkin breaks open to reveal a key. Okay, cool. Let's get the key. And now with the key, of course, we can unlock the door. And then open the door and go inside. So, I'm not an expert on building security, but I think that maybe if you have a house, it might be a good idea to, oh, who's that guy walking into that room up there? Yeah, it might not be a good idea to hide your house key inside the jack-o'-lantern sitting on your front porch. That might not be the best security idea in all of mankind's history. Okay, anyway, so we're inside now. Let's go ahead and take a look at this nice little table sitting here. It is a small round wooden table used for putting things on like candles, and I think there is in fact a candle on it. Yes, a useful looking candle. Okay, let's get the useful candle. Candles are useful. You can look at this picture of a bat. An exquisitely bad work of art. Or maybe it's an exquisitely bat work of art. Lol, get it? I'm probably not the first person who's made that joke, I'm sorry. Alright, let's take a look at this staircase. There are some rooms upstairs. Yeah, but what's in this hole or whatever under the stairs? I don't see anything much in here. Wait, there's a little penknife lying in the dust on the floor, and next to it is a little silver whistle. Okay, get the knife. Okay, and get the whistle. Good. I wonder what the whistle is for. And I think that should end in a period because it's not actually a question. This is what's called an indirect question, but it should end in a period because it's not a true question. So if we press F6 now, we'll see that we're carrying a key, a knife, a candle, and a whistle. That's a pretty good start. This game is pretty short. I think I'll be able to play through the game in one video. Actually, if you look on YouTube, there are already lots of videos of people playing through this game in a matter of 10 minutes or even less. So it's actually very easy and very quick to play through this game. I'll probably take a lot longer because I tend to babble on about a lot of things, but I'll probably be able to finish it in one video. So I think F5 is save. Oh no, F5 is restore. F4 is save in this game. It's kind of non-standard, but all right. See, I have no saved games. Let's go and save here. Got the knife and whistle. Why not? All right. And the reason I saved the game, of course, is because if you blow the whistle, something interesting happens. Why did I? You know what? I think I made that exact same typo when I tried to type blow whistle in Space Quest 2. I have no idea why that happens. Just for some reason, I have some sort of muscle memory that causes me to type that every time when I'm trying to type blow whistle. So I apologize for any inconvenience. All right, let's blow the whistle. Okay. And the game doesn't even play a whistle blowing sound. Oh, I guess that's why. Hey, maybe it's one of those dog whistles that only dogs can hear. Okay, so that would explain why we didn't hear the whistle. Oh, speaking of dogs, well, that dog appears to be awkwardly caught on that table, but I don't think that we can do anything about that dog. And actually, oh, we went outside. Oh, and the opening jingle starts playing again. That's nice. Can you open the door to get back inside? Yeah. If you leave this room and come back, the dog is still here. There's no way to escape the dog. Oh dear, it seems the nice doggy has eaten you all up. You'll never get to rescue Penelope this way. And I think that's it. This game doesn't even give you a death screen. You know how in Sierra Adventures there's always that clever screen where you get some clever death message, and then you have the option of restoring, restarting, or quitting. Here you just die, and you just have to choose to restore, restart, or quit yourself. So I'll go ahead and press F5 to restore. And let's not blow the whistle, because that is clearly not the correct course of action to take. Let's go ahead and explore what's in these rooms up here. Let's open this door. And this appears to be a bedroom. I can see no more than you at this moment. All right, can we look at the bed? You get down on your hands and knees and peer into the bed to find absolutely nothing. I didn't really say look under the bed, but okay, all right, why not? Can you open this wardrobe? Okay. Oh, I can go inside the wardrobe. Can I close the wardrobe? Yes, I can. Oh, and we can still see the 1 pixel. Oh, I can see Hugo's foot sticking out from the left side if I keep tapping left. Can I do the same over here? Yes, we can see Hugo's foot sticking out of the right-hand side if I keep tapping to the right. Yeah, there's a 1 pixel wide view into what's inside the wardrobe. All right, can we look in the wardrobe? No, I might have to open it. I guess it's probably dark in there. Let's see, what's that thing on the I guess it's the floor, not the ground. Looks like a face. I'd describe it more like a mask. Okay, can we look at the mask? Okay, I guess we have to take the mask. What do you mean I'm not close enough? All right, I guess I was 2 steps away. All right, we got the mask. I think that's all we can do there. So let's go ahead and explore this room. Oh, it's the bathroom, my favorite. Yes, indeed, you have arrived at the bathroom. Can we look in the tub? See nothing very interesting about it. Okay. But the toilet, that's always interesting. I'd rather not, thanks. All right, can we sit on the toilet? You don't have time for that. Okay. Oh, let's look out the window and see the moon outside. It's pretty dark out there. You can just make out the outline of a shed below and amongst some trees. Okay. We look at the sink. Okay, nothing very interesting about that. And what about the mirror? There appears to be something daubed on the mirror in red. It looks like the number 333. Is that meant to be written in blood or lipstick? And also, why 333? I mean, I know 666 is obviously supposed to be the mark of the beast. Even though it's actually not. If you actually read where it's written that that's supposed to be the mark of the beast, it actually says that's the number, not the mark. But anyway, let's go ahead and save here again, because the high-frequency cosmic radiation emanating from this room knocks your mask onto the floor. You can pick it up again when you come out. Okay, we don't actually need the mask in here anyway. Oh, here's that lab-coated gentleman we saw walking into this room. Ah, he's a mad professor.
Ah, there you are. I've been looking all over the house for you. Look, you're late and we haven't much time. Step into the box and we'll begin the experiment.
The professor beckons you to step into the large cubicle in the center of the room. Okay. Well, I can see no way that this can go wrong, so let's go ahead and follow the professor's advice. Surely he's to be trusted.
Good, says the professor. Okay, Igor, press the blue button.
Igor grumbles something incoherent and deftly presses the red button.
You idiot, Igor, roars the professor. That's all I need. A colorblind imbecile for an assistant. Oh dear, I've got my headache coming on again. I've had enough hassle for one day. I'm going to have a lie down.
The professor storms off, leaving you alone with Igor. This could go badly. Hi, Igor? He has a certain charm, I suppose. Can we talk to Igor? Igor is good at taking orders, but is not much of a conversationalist. Okay. I guess Igor is pretty harmless. He doesn't seem to be doing anything other than just walking around in his very tight pink underpants. I love your underpants, by the way, Igor. That's a very stylish choice of style and color. Can we get out of here? Too bad, in your current state you can't reach the door handle. Really? I mean, I know that I'm obviously shorter than I used to be, but I'm not that short. I'm about half the height of the door. How high is the door handle or doorknob? Alright, well anyway. Since we're small, the advantage of being small is that we can walk behind the door of the cubicle back here and reach what's on the table. So, what's on this table? The only thing you recognize is a useful looking rubber bung. So let's go ahead and get the bung. Okay. Can we look at the bung?
Well, it's sort of round and rubbery.
Yes, that's what they all said. Alright, well, I think all we needed was that bung. So now that we got the bung, hold on, can we look at that machine? You see lots of buttons and dials and flashing lights. Please don't ask me to try and figure it out. Try and figure it out. Apparently your other doesn't understand me. Okay, the game didn't understand what I meant. Alright, well, let's see if we can undo this transformation that we've experienced. Can we ask Igor to press the, what was it, the blue button? Let's try the blue button. Igor definitely presses the yellow button. Okay, I think probably what's going to happen is that it doesn't really matter which button we ask him to press, he just presses random things. Oh, good, we're back to normal. Okay, so now we can, oh dear. It looks like, for some reason, Hugo is spinning in circles as he walks, because you spin me right round, baby, like a record. Too bad, in your current state you can't coordinate your hand to turn the door handle. Alright. I guess that means we're going to have to ask Igor to press something else. Igor, press the, well, I'm going to ask him to press the blue button again, but yeah, that's what I thought. He's going to press the green button now. Alright, and what happened? It looks like Hugo has been partially dissolved with some terrible acid. Can I walk outside now? Too bad, in your current state you can't grip the door handle to open it. Okay. Alright, and let me guess. Now Igor's finally going to press the blue button, and what was supposed to happen is actually going to happen. Alright. Well, seems pretty normal so far. Is that it? I guess that's it. Okay. Seems like pushing the blue button didn't do anything, or just returned us back to normal. Alright, let's retrieve our mask, which fell off the, which landed on the floor there. And, did I not get the points back? It looks like I didn't get the points back for retrieving the mask. Hold on. Is that right? I'm going to be very perturbed if I'm missing points for that, because I was looking at my score and I didn't. Hold on. Hold on. Gosh, I'm sorry, folks. I'm gonna be a point nut about this and make sure that that I'm not missing anything, because I'm pretty sure that when I dropped the mask, I lost the points that I got for picking it up, and then it didn't seem like I got the points back after I picked it up again. So I'm going to waste everyone's time by going through that again, so that I don't lose the points for the mask. All right, let's see. So I've got, yeah, okay, I've got everything. Let's go ahead and tell Igor to push the button. Yeah, we didn't even need to specify a color, because he just pushes the button in order, buttons in order. So he pushes first the red, then the yellow, then the green button. The green button makes us, I guess, insubstantial like this, and then the blue button finally returns us back to normal. Okay. Alrighty then, and now we can come out, and let's go ahead and come in here and look at the mirror again to get the secret code. You know, I don't think we get points for doing that, do we? I think we just, okay, anyway. Open that door and come in here and get the mask. Oh, maybe we did get the points back after all. I don't know. I'm so confused. I'm sorry. I did all that for nothing. I wasted everyone's time. I'm a terrible person. All right. Well, I think that's it for the upstairs. We've explored the upstairs. So let's go ahead and we'll just save this as bung, and let's see what's up here. Oh, it's the kitchen. From the looks of it, this is the kitchen. You can hear the sounds of a feast or something going on in the room to the right. Okay, can we get the broom and clean up with it? Gonna do some sweeping, are we? Hey, the room must be gripped by some magical powers. Despite your best efforts, you can't budge it. Okay. Can we look in the cupboards? Peering inside, you find nothing to write home about. Alright. Can we look in the oven? No. Alright. Well, let's see. There's a feast going on over here, is there? Yeah, here we go. You can see there are two doors to the left. The one down here takes us back to the to this entryway. So, all right, here we are. Let's take a look at this this feast of the monsters. A feast is in full swing here in the dining room. Some of the guests look rather ugly. Hey, that's not nice. Something tells me this is not a good place to be, unless, of course, you want to end up on the dinner plate. But these characters are not. They don't eat humans, do they? Actually, what do we have here? So, okay, on the back left, that appears to be...
Care for a chop, sir?
Sure, thanks, yes.
Very good, sir. Just a moment. You're not one of us. You're a bloomin' interloper. Come here, you little blighter. I'm going to chop your head off.
It appears your game is up, so to speak. The butler deftly slices your head off with a handy carving knife. So much for rescuing Penelope. Oh, and the game does in fact put our head on the floor. That's a rather comical looking scene. Okay, well, let's try that again. So you might have inferred that what we have to do is wear the mask. And indeed, now we are wearing the mask and we look like a monster. Alright, so let's take a look at the other monsters here. Just your regular old monster type. Can I look at the specific monsters? Like that's probably is that a witch back there? Oh, it is Zelda, Wicked Witch of the West. Okay, and what about the vampire? Or the ghoul? That's... Oh, you know what? I think when I said look at the witch, it was looking at the picture mounted on the wall back there. I was actually trying to look at the blue-skinned woman, but she's probably not a witch. She's something else. Okay, so yeah, the picture on the back is obviously a witch. All right.
Care for a chop, sir?
Yes, please.
Very good, sir. Enjoy.
The butcher hands you a juicy-looking chop. You take it from him with a polite thank you. All right. Funny thing, that butler doesn't look like a monster. He appears to be the only human here. He's probably some kind of not-so-monstrous monster entity. All right. Look at these shelves here. No, in fact, I don't think we can look at anything. Can we look at the little flower vase? It's pretty but useless. All right. Don't say flowers are useless. That's not nice. Some people like flowers. All right. I guess we can remove our mask. And I think that was all we had to do there. Just get the chop. So now we have the chop. Let's go ahead and come back here. And this is obviously the backyard. You're behind the house now in what appears to be a small fenced-in yard. To the rear of the garden is a little shed. All right. Let's go ahead and go to the little shed. The door appears to be locked with a combination lock. What's the combination? I'm going to guess it is the 333. Bingo! The door opens. Okay. Very nice. And can we... Oh, we have to walk inside. Oh, the screen doesn't change. This isn't a separate screen, so we just have to look inside the shed. The shed seems to have fallen into disuse and is pretty much full of garbage, either broken or rusted to pieces. You are just on the point of leaving when you notice an oil can sitting on a shelf. Okay, can we get the oil can? All right. Little oil can looks like it contains some oil. Okay, I guess that's the only thing we can get from here. And the game doesn't let me walk on the grass. Even when I try to, it just stops me at the border of this little pathway, so maybe it's not grass, maybe it's some kind of corrosive slime that will destroy us if we step onto it. Alright, back in the kitchen, and I think there's nowhere left to go except through that door to the left. So let's go ahead and save the game, because there is going to be something waiting for us there. Oh, hey. Oh dear, it seems the nice doggy has eaten you all up. Again. Alright, so we need to do something about that dog, obviously, but fortunately, we have, if you look at our inventory, we have that chop now. And what do dogs like? Dogs like to get chops, I guess. Let's see, is there anything else? I think I did everything else that I need to do. Yeah, I mean, I got the knife and the whistle. I'm just trying to think if there's anything I might have missed, but I don't think so. I think, yeah, I think we got everything. So let's go ahead and do the standard thing that you do in this game and pre-type your command before you go into the screen where there's danger. Let's go ahead and say throw chop at dog. There we go. And it appears on the left-hand side. And that seems to have caught the dog's attention. It looks like he's going to be rather busy for a while. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and quickly save here. And let's see, can I look in that mouse hole on the left? You rummage around in the hole and feel something soft and slightly moist. Phew, a medium-sized pile of mouse droppings. Ugh. Ooh, dear, that's not a good outcome. This is a pretty empty-looking room adjoining the kitchen. The only thing of any interest that immediately catches your eye is a rather large and ugly-looking dog. Don't say it's an ugly-looking dog. It's a nice-looking dog, although he appears to have red eyes for some reason. Can we look at this rug? You see nothing very interesting about it. The right side of the rug looks somehow different. It's a slightly different color. Is there anything under the rug? Okay. Oh, yes there is. Okay. Alright, let's look at the floor. You see nothing very interesting about it. Wasn't there a trap door? You don't think that's interesting? What? Seriously? Look trap door. Doesn't say anything, it just doesn't even give a response. Alright. Open trap door. The trap door appears to be bolted shut. Unbolt trap door. Please say undo bolt. Now, why? Obviously you understood what I meant, because you're telling me what you expect me to say, so instead of saying please say undo bolt, why not just react to the command that I typed? I mean, okay, if you want me to type undo bolt, I'll type undo bolt. Oh, despite your best efforts, the bolt refuses to budge. Well, maybe it needs to be oiled. Let's oil the bolt. Okay. Okay. Now can we undo bolt? Okay, yes we did. Alright. Now can we open trapdoor? You casually throw the mask away since you won't be needing it anymore. Alright. I guess that's fair enough. Oh, nice. Alright, so let's see. We can't walk off the bottom of the screen. So I guess the only thing to do is to go through that door. Let's look at the door. Looking through the door, you can make out your beloved Penelope's tear-streaked face. Oh dear. Let's, can we look at Penelope? I didn't say look at the room, but okay. You're below the house now. The walls appear to be partly hewn out of rock. To the right of the basement is a large, extremely heavy-looking door. You can hear the muffled sounds of someone sobbing. Let's talk to Penelope and comfort her. Penelope, alas, can't speak since she is gagged. Oh dear. Can we open the door? Are you kidding? Well, I suppose you had to try. Needless to say, the door is locked. Alright, can we unlock the door? Well, for a start, there's no keyhole, and secondly, no bolts either. Okay. I guess it can't open from this side. It can only open from the other side. But if it can only open from the other side, then why doesn't Penelope open it? Probably because she's tied up and gagged, but... Well, the trick in this room... Go ahead and save again. The trick in this room is there's actually a hidden passageway between these two rocks. There we go. Oh, hey! Bats. Gotcha! Oh dear, you seem to have wandered a bit too close to one of the vampire bats. Looks like it's curtains for you. Now you'll never be able to rescue Penelope. And all the bats stop and just hover in midair for all of eternity now. Alright, so what we need to do here is... And I did actually figure this out myself when I was young, which I was kind of proud of, is you have to blow the whistle, which confuses the bats because, of course, bats are blind and navigate based on sound. So, okay, we blew the whistle. That seems to have had a strange effect on the bats. What? Oh. I guess the bats can still kill you if they touch you, so, okay, Well then. Blow the whistle. I know the dog doesn't come down here, so we can blow the whistle safely here. Alright, blow the whistle. Seems to have had a strange effect on the bats. Yeah, but the bats still catch me because they still... Oh, that's annoying. We have to... Oh, I didn't have blow whistle pre-typed, but that's okay. Alright. Alright. Okay, now they're flying around randomly. Hey, what do you know? You appear to have confused the bat's sense of direction. It must have something to do with their... It must be something to do with their sonar-like hearing. Okay. So now we've confused the bats and they'll just wander around randomly, but we still have to avoid touching them. I did sort of touch that one, but I guess that wasn't fatal. Alright, let's go ahead and... Ooh. Let's avoid these deaf bats. And I'll go ahead and save here because in the next room is another hazard. So let's go ahead and come up here. Gotcha! Oh, how careless. You seem to have landed yourself in the clutches of the evil mummy. Well, since it's curtains for you, you'll never be able to rescue your sweetheart. Alright, so there is no trick to this room. Well, maybe it is a trick, but it's not really... I don't really consider it a... I mean, there's no solution other than just to avoid getting touched by the mummy. So what you have to do is get the mummy stuck on these rocks. That's why these rocks are here. Basically, the mummy can't walk through them, so you have to kind of get him stuck on the rocks so that he can't... Whoops. Well, that's not how you do it. Whoops, I loaded the wrong game. So, this is the kind of thing that you could probably try to do several times without much success at, which I indeed may try to do several times without much success at. Okay, I made it past the mummy, but I do need to get that bag of money, not mummy, but money at the bottom, so, Let's see, if I come down here, yeah, he's going to come in and try to grab me. Can I pick up the money from here? You're in a cave with the mummy's tomb. Can I get the bag? Not close enough. I can get it from here, but the mummy's a little bit faster than I am, so I wonder if I grab it from here. No. That does not work. Whoops, I loaded the wrong game again. Gonna have to somehow get the mummy stuck on the other side of the... Nope. No, that is not how that works. That is not how you deal with the mummy. Okay, I'm just gonna start here again and try to... So what I probably should do is try to get the mummy stuck on the rock on the left. Yeah, there we... Well, no, not like that. Oh dear. Alright, that's good. That's a good mummy trap, if you will. And now I can get the bag from here. Good, alright, we got the money. Alright, very nice. And now we can come up here. Awesome, alright. Very good. So, let's see what's happening here. You are now in a large open cavern. There is a small underground lake here, at the far side of which is some sort of jetty, and a very old-looking man who appears to be just sitting on the jetty fishing. To the far right, at the back of the cavern, you can see a tunnel. Alright. And no, you cannot walk to the left from here, even though it looks like you can. This doesn't go anywhere. So the only thing to do is to ride the boat across. Get in the boat. I'm afraid the boat has a hole in the bottom. Unless you can plug it with something, this boat will surely sink before you get to the other shore. Alright, well, let's plug the boat. Let's be more specific. Plug boat with bung. Okay. Now we can get in the boat. Okay. And now can we cut the rope to... The boat is now floating free! It's not actually going anywhere. And I can't move around with the arrow keys. Alright, can I push the boat? Oh, yes, I can. Alright, there we go. And the boat just moves by itself now. I like how that little outline that represents the water displacement around the boat just moves statically with the boat like that. All right, let's see. Now, let's see. Can we get out of the boat? The old man is blocking your path. He looks at least 200 years old. Oh dear. Can we push the man to get him out of our way? No, okay, well, I guess you can, and that causes us to go back to where we started because okay. Well, we'll have to push the boat again. I think we have to talk to the old man to get him out of our way. All right, once we get back to where he is, I'll go ahead and talk to him, and we will see what he has to say. All right, talk to the man. The old man seems about to speak.
Ah, welcome to my lake, my fine young friend. I've been waiting for you. I am well aware of your quest, and I would hasten you on your way. However, before I let you pass, I must satisfy myself that you have the experience to handle the dangers that lurk through yonder passage.
Come on, man. I've dealt with bats and a mummy and a dog and like a half-dozen monsters around a dinner table and a mad scientist and Igor and a pumpkin. So I think I can handle whatever's through the passage.
To this end, you will permit me to test your mettle with a few questions, the answers to which would come readily to the lips of any seasoned adventurer. Be warned, however, that I can only accept your first answer.
So yeah, he's going to ask us several questions, and if we answer any of them wrong, then we'll be stuck here forever, and we'll have to restore. So unfortunately, I don't think I saved my game recently, so I'll have to just answer them correctly the first time. The old man clears his throat and asks, "What was the first name of the hero in The Hobbit?" Now, instinctively, you might press enter to clear this message window, but actually if you do that, then the game thinks that's your answer. You're supposed to start typing your answer while this message box is on the screen. So if you press enter now, we would lose because he would say, no, that's wrong. So, well, what was the first name of the hero in The Hobbit? The Hobbit was, the protagonist was Bilbo Baggins. I did actually know that when I was a kid because I did read The Hobbit as a kid. So, Bilbo. Correct. And the next question is, where did Aslan live? Hint, not in a wardrobe. I did also know this because I did read the Narnia books, so. All right, next question. Who invented Count Dracula? I didn't read Dracula as a kid, but I did know that it was written by Bram Stoker, so I think it's a little bit inaccurate to say Bram Stoker invented Dracula. I would say created Count Dracula is probably the more usual word. Count Dracula is not really an invention. I guess you could say, yeah, it's an invention, but no. Okay, anyway. The author of the original Dracula is Bram Stoker. Correct, and the next question is, what should you do with a pan-galactic gargle blaster? I had no idea, but this is obviously multiple choice, so you can just keep guessing until you get the right answer, assuming you restore after you get it wrong. The correct answer is C, drink it. I think this is from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I'm actually not sure. I haven't read Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, but I think it's, I know the answer is C, so. And now a riddle. What's the name of the only mammal that can't fly that can fly? When I first played this game, when I was younger, I was stuck on this question for more than a year. And I don't know why, because it's actually fairly straightforward. It's not like it's that difficult of a question, but just for some reason I couldn't guess the right phrasing or the right way of putting it. The answer is man. I mean, I think I tried writing human or humanity or something like that. Man is sort of an old-fashioned word for humanity. I mean, it's kind of seen as sexist these days, but yeah, the correct answer is man. Nearly there, just two more to go. What was the name of Roy Rogers' dog? Roy Rogers' dog was named Bullet. And lastly, are you sure you want to rescue Penelope? Question mark, question mark. This is actually, this is a revised question. So when I first played the game, I had the shareware edition, and the original question here was, did you register this shareware? And if you said no, then the old man would say, well, then I'm afraid I can't really let you pass. It just wouldn't be fair, would it? And I think he gives you the same response if you say no to this. But because this game, I think this game was later made into freeware. I think this is the freeware release of the game that I have. So instead of asking, did you register the shareware, the author graciously changed this question to ask, are you sure you want to rescue Penelope? So of course we'll say yes. Wonderful. Thou art truly a noble and wise adventurer. Go in peace, my friend, and good luck in thy mission. All right, thanks, friend. Can I get out of the boat now? Yes, I can. All right. Well, that was that. Let's go ahead and save the game up here, and I'll save as out of the boat. Well, whatever lies beyond here must surely be terrifying and horrifying, because the old man certainly seemed like he was insistent on prepping us for it. So let's hold our breath and see what terrible thing awaits us here.
Oh, it is a fat man in tight purple-pink underpants. That is, it is truly horrifying, and
it looks like he has 4 breasts, but I think that's probably his arms folded across his chest. So
it is a fat man with man breasts standing in front of a door.
Can we walk around him? No, of course not. Can we look at him? Well, let's take a look around. You've arrived in a passage with a room at the end. There is a large guard at the end who appears to be standing outside a kind of jail. Wait! Behind the guard you can make out a familiar shape. Yes! It's Penelope being held prisoner. Oh, I see. That was the terrifying thing that the old man was warning us about. In this section of the game, we find the most terrifying creature of all, a woman. And I probably just upset a lot of my viewers with that. I'm sorry. I hope that people understand I was just joking. That was not meant to be misogynistic in any way. That was just me being a guy. I'm sorry, because guys are stupid. Okay, I hope everything's better now. I didn't mean to say anything bad about women. Let's go ahead and talk to the guard.
He doesn't understand you because his trousers or not trousers, but actually I guess you'd say pants, because in the UK they do call underwear pants. His pants are too tight. They squeeze him so tightly that he cannot understand speech any longer. But his mustache is magnificent. All right. Can we kill him? You know, really should curb those violent tendencies. Well, can we push him out of the way? What are we supposed to do? He doesn't understand us. I can't walk around him. What are we supposed to do? Ooh. Stab man. Cut man with knife. No. Cut man with knife. Attack man. What else do we have? Oh, burn him with a candle. Burn man with candle. Can we give him the gold? Give gold to man. You hand over 1 coin from your little bag of golden coins. Oh, okay. I was afraid we were going to give him the whole bag, but I guess I can live with giving him 1 coin. He makes a gruff noise which you assume was a thank you and steps aside, allowing you to pass. Nearly there, Hugo. Okay. And now we can go in and... Oh, look, it's a silhouette of a woman. Congratulations! You are so glad to have rescued Penelope, you dance for joy. After cutting her ropes with your penknife, you open the bolts of the jail door and find yourself back in the basement. From here you trip hand in hand up the basement stairs, past the ferocious doggy, through the kitchen and out the front door to freedom, and live happily ever after. And goodbye. The game does not actually show you what Penelope looks like. You can see her silhouette here, but you never really see what she looks like until the next games in the series. Okay, that's it. That's it. That was Hugo's House of Horrors. And yeah, you can see this is actually the first game in a trilogy. So Hugo 2 Whodunit is by far, like by a huge margin, the standout in the series. As you probably noticed, this game was pretty short. It is. I mean, no question about it. This is a pretty short game. The third game, Jungle of Doom, is also similarly short. It's about the same length. The second game is by far the longest. It's relatively short as far as adventure games go. I mean, it's shorter than a typical, like one of the later King's Quest games, for example, but it's certainly longer than the first and third games. So yeah, the second game is by far the longest and most interesting, and in my opinion, by far the best game of the trilogy. The third game is also, well, it's not bad, but it's kind of like this one. I mean, it just has a few screens and you get through it pretty quickly. So I don't know if I'll play the rest of the games. I might at some point in the future, but for now,
I'm content to leave things here and say that this was Hugo's House of Horrors. Thank you for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed, and I hope that I did not offend any women or feminists in the audience. I was just being a pumpkin, as so often happens. And yeah, this was Hugo's House of Horrors. Have a happy Halloween, everyone. Don't do anything unsafe like get eaten by dogs or have dinner with vampires or anything like that. Yeah, be smart, be safe, and have fun. I guess that's it. Thank you for watching, everyone. Thank you to David P. Gray for making this enjoyable little trilogy of adventure games. They are quite nice and charming and fun little games to play. And yeah, that's it for me. I will talk to you folks later. Bye-bye for now.